Alright, we're live again. Yes, this is Otis from One Myself and Fitness. I'm back with a new video and another live after the live yesterday. You have to excuse me, I'm getting used to using this phone at the moment. So I'm trying to look in the lens. Lens is this side as opposed to in the middle because it looks like I'm off center. But yeah, I'm going to get there. So yeah, yesterday, those of you that joined yesterday, I did a quick Tabata workout on the sliders. But after that, I continued doing some more sets. The ascending set I was telling you, going down from 8 rounds to 7, 6, all the way to 1. First time I've done the sliders in a while, and I've been out injured because of my calf muscle for a few weeks. So, boy, I got to the last few sets and my hip flexors were killing me. And today they're proper tight. So I was going to do a workout this morning, but I got my class in a couple hours. So I thought, let me do a stretch, loosen up the body, and then, boy, I got to work later anyway. So I'll get that working later. So yeah, let me get started. Let me just set up the camera. Let me get started. So we're going to start with hamstring stretch. Let me move this mat back a bit. Alright, so I'm just going to go through a stretch routine. So yeah, start with the hamstring stretch, legs flat against the floor, well, straight, knees locked. If you can't lock them, just bring them in a bit closer till they lock. So yeah, I'm just going to go through, loosen up this tight body of mine. So yeah, just go through to the middle. Feel the tightness there. Then go left. And then go right. Boy. No, let me move the camera back a little bit. Yeah. Alright. So what I'm going to do is with my right foot, as you can see, left side of the screen, I'm going to bring that in now. Knee still flat. As I come down, you feel it more in the calf muscle and behind the knee here. Alright, as I always say, breathing is your brethren, breathing is your friend. So all I do, like when I start on a stretch and it's tight, all I do is just breathe, especially make sure I breathe all the way out, because when you start to do something that's a bit painful or stressful, your body starts to hold the breath and you try, it's like you're in a practice, or it is the natural reaction to not breathe out. So breathe out, let the tension out, and your body starts to relax into the stretch. And stay with the stretch as well, because what happens sometimes, you start off with a stretch and it's just tight, you're like, I can't do this. And people do the hardest workout, put a mad effort into working out, and you might have to stretch for 5 minutes and they can't do that, or they can't put in the same effort into stretching. In that they start stretching, they could reach here, but then instead of just breathing it through or staying with the stretch, they finish there. And you know what I mean? Just keep going. Breathe it through. Eventually, the muscle starts to respond and you start getting a bit lower. As you keep exhaling, get lower. Alright, let's come middle again. So yeah, go middle, hands out in front, head down, and then hands out to the feet. Alright, we'll come back to that one. Alright, next one, let's open up the hips a little bit. So what you're going to do, have one leg square to you, square that off, and then the back leg, you're going to square that off as well. So yeah, what I'm going to do is come down, and I'm going to feel that right in, going into the hip joint, the laterals part, the side part of the glutes as well. And don't get twisted, you see, if you can hear me breathing, trust me, it's not for the camera. This is how I work through my stretches when I do them. Literally, I have to just keep breathing, and eventually it starts to ease, and I'll just get through like that. But breathing is the key for me, definitely. I ain't at that flexible point yet where I can just hold the stretch and just get into it, and whatever position I get in, I'm comfortable. Far from that, trust me. Alright, so those of you that know, I've had a back injury for a while, since probably the last summer. So when I get into this stretch, I've just got a burning sensation in my, going into my glutes, just below my lower back. So I can do it on the right side. On the left side, I'm still struggling, but it's a lot better than it was. But going into the stretch initially is kind of painful, so I have to breathe that through. Tell you what I'm going to do, stretch out the sides a bit. So you're going into the obliques and those are joining muscles that hit here. It should help me go back into that stretch a bit better. So all I'm doing, I'm just pushing out my hips and getting a stretch all along here now. It don't look like much, but it's doing something, trust me. Boy, I don't know if you can hear, my body's clicking all over the place, boy. All around my back region. Alright. Let's go other side. So one leg on top of the other. This side don't feel tight like that at all, but yeah, I can't even really get, yeah, I can get the stretch just there, but it's not painful like the other side. I need to watch this back, boy. I can hear bare clicks. I don't know if you guys can hear it. If it's silent, you probably can hear the clicking, boy. Alright, let me go back on the left side. This side is tight, boy. Alright, so this side, literally, I do certain stretches most days to try and stretch out the obliques. And just this whole side, these side muscle connections, because of this back injury, and it's got a lot better, but it's still obviously got a long way to go. Bloody hell. Oh my days. Have a quick rest. One more time back on that one. Oh, days. Alright, that's good. Alright. Let's come back again. So left side. Yeah, that's well, nah. Still don't feel as good as the right. Still feel the burning back here, but feels better than it did initially, so that's progress, and that's all I'm looking for. But looking for the day when this back don't hurt again, man. Trust me. I also roll out my body with I've got a foam roller, but I don't use that much. I use a hockey ball mostly. I've got a few hockey balls. Carry one to work with me. Got one here, another one laying around. So yeah, to be honest, I need to do that today to roll out my calf where the calf muscle has been pulled, and try and work that. But yeah, I always do that. Well, not as much as I should, but I do that back into the glutes, lower back, to try and just release the muscles and the tension there. Let me go one more time. Alright, so if you saw my last flex stretch video, from this injury, I'm telling you, I've been stretching a lot more, so my flexibility is a bit better. So before, I couldn't really do this one. So what you can do, keep it square and let that leg, the back leg, just stretch, extend back to get a bit of a stretch in the hip flexor. But you're getting that stretch right there, that's extended there, going into the glutes. That muscle area there. And yeah, I can't square it off properly, but yeah, it's progress. Progress still. Oh my gosh. Alright, that's good. We go right side. Now we put the timer on, because I can get carried away with the stretching sometimes. Keep an eye on the time. Alright, it's the same thing. Square it off. And this is the hip flexor that's tight from the sliders yesterday, especially the left side. I don't know why, but yeah. So that's it. I can feel the tightness in this side to be honest when I hold a stretch. I just haven't got the burning sensation that I get on the left side. But it's still tight. Hip flexor getting a decent stretch, but I've got to work on that a bit more in a bit. Alright, come on, that one. Alright, that's cool. Alright, next ones. Let's go for the athletic stretch, box splits. Alright, so we're going to get into the box splits. One leg in front. One knee tucked square like that. The flexible people can get their knee all the way back there and out, but I can't do that. So yeah, all it is, knee locked, coming down, get a stretch in the hamstring. This one feels alright, to be honest. It's the left side I have trouble with, on the hamstring and the hip flexor as well. But I think that's due to flexibility, but also alignment issue in my body, which I will talk about in another video, because I think alignment and mechanics is why I've had injuries all my life. So yeah, I'll go into that. Hopefully telling my story can help people avoid, well, correct certain things rather than thinking there's no solution or wait years before they actually start making progress in living some kind of injury-free life. Alright, so just going to lean back, stretch out the hip flexor here. change other side, yeah, left side. Alright, left leg in front. So yeah, I can just feel the tightness along here already. Coming down to hold, there was no issues on the right side and left side. I feel it. So I always try and stay a bit longer on the left side. But yeah, it feels tight, just need to breathe it through. So yeah, I always say, yeah, if you're stretching, so you're doing the identical stretch on both sides of your body. Say on one side it feels quite relaxed. When you go to the other side, if you feel your face screwing up, that's a signal that there's some tension there. And you know there's work to do. And obviously as you come down, you're going to start to feel the tension and the pain and whatever, the tightness. So that's just a sign to work with it. Or that there's an imbalance, clearly, should I say. Alright. This is the problem now. This hip flexor is always tight. Gosh, alright. There it feels tight. Alright, to come out of that, I want to go back in left side. Alright, yeah, jeez, I'm afraid. Bloody hell, alright. Got this clicking, boy, bloody hell, mate. Alright, let's go again. Left side, I want to get a stretch again on the hamstring. So yeah, easier to go in again this time, but still feel the tightness. It's literally the hamstring, but more laterally along the side as well. And like I said, I'm getting that all the way up into the glutes, in the side of the glutes and that. But yeah, stretching definitely is helping, as I've said like 20,000 times in this video already. So yeah. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's the thing, with stretching, you stay with it long enough, you can start to feel your body stretch out and ease out, boy. I remember before I did that 29k row, I remember getting up that morning and I was like, there is no way. It was literally the day I said I was gonna do it, decided to do it. And I was like, there is no way I can row today. My body, I don't even want to walk, much less row somewhere that I've never even come close to rowing before. But I remember that day, throughout the day, I just kept stretching, and I must have spent up to a couple of hours, close to a couple of hours in total. It might not even been that much, to be honest. It felt long, but it wasn't even that long, because I think I did it in segments. And I just remember I could feel my body had just loosened up by the time I got to the gym to do that. And it was hard, but boy, it would have been a lot harder had I not stretched. So yeah, man, it does help, but like I said, you got to stay with it and proper cane out that muscle. If that muscle is tight, keep working, keep stretching, don't just move on to the next one. Alright, so I've got the tightness there, adductors, whichever, and going into the hip flexor. So the next stretch, let me move this to the side a bit. I want to do So yeah, I want to come down, get the knees wide up. This is brutal. I'm going to go through a few times. So I've got this as low as I can, wide as I can go. So come down, you got your elbow in a plank. You know, let me move the camera back a little so you can get the full view. Alright. Jeez. Oi, alright. Wide as I can. So that's as wide as I can go. Elbows on the floor like a plank. Alright. What I'm doing now, I'm here and I'm just pushing back. That's opening up all this around there. The hips. Getting some good work here. Alright, this ain't no exaggeration around breathing. This is how it always is. This one. Oh, this is my worst stretch. The most painful stretch. Always has been for a long time. Just loosen out. Alright, let's come back in again. Blood, yeah. Alright. Jeez. Boy, I think the climbers yesterday were less painful, boy. Trust me. Definitely. And boy, certain time you need a cushion for this one, yeah? I can feel the bone in my knees grinding up against the floor, even though I've got a sheet underneath, blanket underneath the mat. Still feel it. Oh. Yeah, that's better. Opening up. Alright. Oh, bloody hell. Coming out of this is the worst. Oh my days. You feel like, well, I feel like an old man coming out of that. But it loosens you up so much, man. Alright. One more time on this one. Alright, last time. come out of that. Alright, good. Oh my gosh. Better. Alright, so yeah, let me go back to that stretch now. So the good old athletic stretch. So yeah, a lot easier in than the first time. Let's see it coming back. Yeah, a lot easier back as well. Easy. Much better. Alright. Other side. Same thing. Alright, so the hamstring stretch was no problem anyway on this one. It's fine. Still fine. A little bit easier maybe. And then come back. Feels alright. Yeah, we're feeling good. Feels alright still. Alright, let's come out of that one. Alright, so today this is just a stretch specific to me and what I needed to do to get over the workout I did yesterday. But hopefully if you guys are doing the sliders workout and especially say when you do like the Tabata and then you do another round, 7, 6, blah blah blah. If you do it like that, especially if you haven't done it for a long time, you might have similar tightness in your hip flexors. It could just be me and my mechanics, but boy, other people may have the same thing. So I guess this is the antidote for that. So don't thank me now, thank me later, trust me. Alright, so next one. I need to get a cushion for my foot, man. 1 sec. Yeah, boy, my foot's there, cracking, breaking up on the floor, boy, on the hard floor. Alright, so rest my foot on there. I'm trying to get this leg straight, so it's gonna stretch out the calf, the hamstring, because this is open now. You got the hip flexor stretch as well. So, say now my right hip flexor was tight. Sorry, left, but my hip flexors in general, and I think all of our hip flexors are tight from sedentary living or predominant sedentary patterns of sitting down often, not moving, not open up our bodies in certain ways that we would do if we weren't so desk bound and chair bound and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hip flexors is always a good one to open up. So yeah, just trying to stretch that out. Boy, I want to be able to do the splits by the end of the year, definitely. I think with consistent stretching, I'll definitely get there. So if I can't do it, I just ain't being consistent with the stretching, clearly. Alright, come out of that. Alright, so yeah, left hip flexor is tight. It's this one here. So yeah, this should be a good one to work out. Ease out the pains from yesterday. and them sliders. Alright, so right leg straight, get the hamstring and calf stretched. Alright, I can feel that more on the hip flexor. It's not disastrous, but I can feel the difference. So I'm just going to hold there, hang out in this position for a little bit, breathe it through. Oh gosh, alright. And one thing as well, like with me I got flat feet, and flat feet means a whole heap of problem for your body because it rotates your hips, which in turn rotates your knees. A lot of your body is off center. And with me, because I like doing explosive work, I'm in a rotated position already, which isn't my true position. So putting all that force through those compromised positions or inferior positions cause a lot of problems. So yeah, the reason I said about the rotation is that I can feel my left side. I know my left side is more rotated than the right, and this stretch tells me, because when I'm stretching, let me bring it in a bit. Alright, so when I'm stretching, let me bring it in closer. So my knee should be straight, facing forward, but as I extend the stretch, it's like my knee starts turning out this way, away from my body a bit. So I know I've got external rotation in my hips, but more so on my left side. So that's something I'm trying to work on this year as well. Try and iron that out and lessen that effect on my body. So yeah, stretching is like, it's not only important to help you recover, but it will tell you a lot about your body. And you just got to see certain signs. And sometimes, well, a lot of the time, it's the difficult things that tell you exactly what it is that's wrong. So you just got to take notice and work on them. Alright, that's enough on that one. Boy, good. A little shake up. Just gonna turn. I don't know what these are called, but as you turn, get the stretch going into the quads and the hip flexors. So I'm just trying to turn out, and as you open up like that, you get more of a stretch. But yeah, alright, I've been going 21 minutes since I started timing, so it must be like 30 minutes or something, at least. Yeah, 33 minutes, man. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up soon. Alright, so next one, let's open up the groin. So bring the feet in like that. Just gonna apply the pressure with your elbows. These manual stretches are kind of hard because you've got to push yourself to a limit where you feel it working rather than staying too far within your limits and you're not really stretching yourself. Because afterwards it's called a stretch. Stretch yourself, isn't it? Push yourself. Out. I'm gonna go one more time into that one. was tight. I hate these stretches. This one, the one where I'm kneeling and my knees are out, these ones give me trouble, boy. But like I said, when you know which ones trouble you, that's a sign that it's a weakness or something that can be improved. So yeah, man, you have to just keep working with the thing, and it leads to improvement. Alright. Back again. Jeez, man. No, man. Listen, I'm baby like I'm on my own with these noises, but listen, these are the noises I make, trust me. Yeah, you probably can't see my face, but yeah, proper screwed up. This one hurts, man, but necessary. Alright, come out of that. So breathing, I should have said this at the start, but the way I breathe, oh my gosh, I breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. A lot of people talk about breathing through your nose totally, so just bypass the mouth, in through the nose, out through the nose. But with me, I find on the exhale, because I need to exhale so much, I feel I can maybe it's just in my mind, but I feel like I can let more breath out or on the exhale by breathing through my mouth. So yeah, but I always breathe through my nose when I'm breathing in, especially when I'm stretching. Alright, let's get the quads now. Alright, so just gonna pull back just like this. So the quads, this muscle here, if you didn't know, this is a wicked stretch. I used to do it like this, but I think you lose intensity. I think take time. This is my preference. You can do both together, but take time. It's comfortable this way, yeah. Take time, stretch out one at a time, and you can focus on getting the heel into the bum and that kind of stuff. Like, I can't do it. You can probably see my knee just coming off the ground a bit, but as the flexibility increases, you can start raising off and getting a much deeper stretch into the quads. I know my quads are quite tight. It's something I need to work on, stretching a bit more. Alright, that's the right side, let's do the left. Obviously the quads lead into the hip flexors. Like I said, the hip flexors felt tight from yesterday. So listen, I know I'm repeating myself, but yeah. So yeah, everything is linked, man, with the body. The body is amazing. It works with such synergy, and now you can mash up one part of the body and the rest just compensates for it somehow. So yeah, man, the body is amazing, but when you can start getting things working in sync optimally, boy, I can only imagine how much you're flying when you're at that stage. Alright. So go back to the right side. So, you know what? We ain't even done many stretches today. It's just been a few. And this is how I stretch a lot of the time. And this is how sometimes I can get up to like an hour stretching because you don't even go through enough stretches. Because you go through a few and because you feel the tightness and you feel the tightness in certain parts of your body when you stretch. If you just keep working with them and revisiting the stretches until you start to feel some kind of loosening of those muscles, it takes time. So instead of skipping from one exercise to the next, this is how, one stretch to the next, this is how I usually do it. I try and ease out the muscles so by the time I finish, I can feel a difference in a lot of the places I stretched. So yeah, I haven't even touched upper body yet. I'm not going to do upper body today because it must be coming up to 40 minutes now. So I'm going to lock off very, very soon. All right. So this one, I'm going to try and stretch out going into the hip, lower part of the obliques. So I just get into this position here, hold on here, hold on to my head, and I'm just turning. And you get the stretch all along here. So yeah. So as I turn, I can feel that part opening up. Same on this side. And you can work it like that. Alright, good. Let's go back to where we started, finish where we started. Wide stance. Alright, down to the middle. Just breathe easy. Left side, head down in towards the knee or wherever you can reach. Take the hand to the outside of the ankle. So as you take that, that's going to stretch out into the lats, the obliques. Alright, and lastly, onto the right side, left hand comes across again, holding onto the outside of the ankle. Breathing it through, nice and easy, get that stretch. Like I said, my hip flexor on the left side and the hip joint and the glute as well has got that problem of tightness from my back injury and sciatica and that, so I'm just going to hold on this a little bit longer because I can feel it's a bit tighter than when I go over that side. Actually, I want to finish on one more. Oh gosh, alright. We've got 33 on the watch, so it must be around 40 something on in real terms. Alright. So last stretch. When I come down, stretch out the hamstring. This one's good for stretching out the hamstrings, the calves, and the back. It's good for this one to breathe through. Lungs get a stretch out as well, I believe. So this one, once again, I can feel this side tight, but yeah, I can just breathe it through. The right side feels fine. So this one, prime example, I just breathe through, and eventually I'm just going to start getting lower and be able to relax in. Boy, alright, perfect. Back got a nice stretch there. Legs feeling good. Alright, I've taken up enough time. Rated nearly 40, well, nearly 50 minutes, 47 minutes. So yeah, nice stretch this morning. Like I said, it's not a perfect all-round stretch because I am working on the things that were tight from yesterday's workout. But if you do yesterday's workout and then you do today's stretch, it should have you in good stead, feeling a lot more relieved and looser after doing that. So yeah, let me not spend time just chatting like me and the phone are brethren. It's been 48 minutes and yeah, I think someone was watching. So thank you to my first live viewer. Enough love and respect. Time for me to go, do my thing and do my class. Anyway, I'm waffling. So thank you for watching. Thank you for those that will watch once it's uploaded. So as always, please watch, subscribe, share, like the video. Please do the video, do the stretches, let me know how you get on. And as always, till next time, peace.